in Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison. The theme analysis that I will be doing is about ethnic studies. So, throughout the novel, Guitar and Milkman show different perspectives on how racism and prejudice affect them in their daily lives. And one point about that would be a symbol of the 7 Days group, which is a group where there's a group of black people that kill a white person every time that a white person kills a black person to keep their population even, or keep the racism even. And this connects to showing different perspectives because Guitar sees this and he automatically thinks that he is black, and that because he's black and he experiences racism and prejudice, that he has to participate and kill white people whenever they kill black people, because he feels that it is his duty as a black citizen to kill the white people to keep it even and to be accepted in his own community. Another point would be this thing called Not Doctor Street, and it's a street that was originally called Doctor Street, but it was stopped because the government got really mad that they called it Doctor Street. And it was called Doctor Street because it was the first black doctor on Main Street in their city, and that wasn't very common, so they started to call it Doctor Street. Once the government found out about this, they got really mad that it was known for this reason, so they stopped it and publicly put it everywhere that nobody was allowed to call it Doctor Street, and people started calling it Not Doctor Street. This also connects because they see that the people aren't respected in the area because they were black, and it shows Guitar and Milkman that to be successful in their community, you don't get as much respect as you should because of their skin color. And the last point would be that even the ways that Milkman and Guitar are raised are very different. Guitar was raised in a way where he only saw racism. He only saw that because he was black, he couldn't do anything with his life. Whereas Milkman was raised differently because his father had witnessed his father being killed by white men. So Magcon, who is Milkman's father, didn't want him to see racism, so he raised him differently. And this also shows the views on racism, because it never affected Milkman completely because he never was able to see it, and his father shielded him from it and made him a very selfish human being, rather than Guitar, who thinks about his community and thinks about the ethical community that he lives in. And so through the novel, again, Guitar and Milkman show different perspectives on how racism and prejudice affect them in their daily lives, because you get to see a perspective of someone who faces daily racism versus somebody who doesn't, even though they are the same race. And it connects to ethnic lenses because they're seeing how ethnicity is looked at in their culture and where they live and how it's affected and how it affects them.